The events featured in this episode took place at the beginning of summer in 2023. From the moment I finished my second year of university, I began searching everywhere possible for new places to get back on the bank. It's worth noting that while I'm in Scotland, my expectations of what I might find when I discover a new location are different to what they were back in London. When I found this pond, I didn't know what to expect, but as I arrived and looked across the surface there for the very first time, I saw multiple fish in the distance. The weather was ideal for the occasion, but most obvious of all were the carp laying barely a centimetre beneath the surface. Of course, I immediately crept through all the plants to find the best position from which to cast at them, but I soon discovered these fish wouldn't be so easy to catch, as most of them didn't seem to care at all for any floating bread. I then started using sinking bread, which seemed to better catch their interest, until something else caught my attention. There was something else swimming among the carp.
Waited easily over half an hour to even get interest in my bait. One carp went for it, but I actually pulled the bait away from it because I wanted to catch that.
Not only was it the first tench I'd found in Scotland, but also the first one I had come across in a while, so it was definitely a welcome surprise. It was also followed by another tench a few hours later. I had done well for my first time there, and I was certain there was more I could accomplish. I had yet to catch one of those carp, so I definitely had something to come back for. For my first return, the weather wasn't optimal and I caught nothing. When I came back after that, the weather was definitely on my side.
There's debris on that line. A lot of debris. That bag is in the way. It's a bit awkward, to be honest. Definitely awkward. I wonder if there are any mirror carp in here. I haven't seen a single one. Have not seen a single mirror carp around here.
It's worth mentioning that eventually, on one of the days that I came back, I found a local angler who also fished the pond. He told me that there was one, and only one mirror carp, in the entire pond.
And that's my first carp from Scotland. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, one of them's having it. They're going for it. Two of them have gone for it, but they've spat it out. Come on.
While I was looking for the fish, I also got to speak to one of the locals who told me more about the place.
But we trick a lot of people up here, they all fish a boilie. See a wee dog biscuit.
Oh yeah.
Super glued onto a hook. The only thing about the carp up here I've noticed, it's stunted short fish.
Yeah.
Now you get a lot of carp, they're long.
But are they deep, or?
They're deep. Oh,
Oh,
aye,
okay,
aye.
yeah.
They've got a good girth from that on them. But you'll see perch, roach, everything in there.
But they've been in here for a long, long time.
Oh, years. Because the other week I was doing the fishing in the river and there was 3 salmon right in front of me. 2 there, I'm only touching nothing. That's the time to be there. But all the locals know that down there. So they come down and they stand in the queue and they'll have a shot each at it.
That's crazy.
But it's amazing to see them. Tight lines anyway, buddy.
Okay, that's a better fish. Yes. Okay, much better fish. Much better fish. I'm gonna have to follow that one. Is the fish still on there? There's a lot of crap on the line. Can't tell if the fish is still there. What? Oh, it's still on, it's still on. It's still on. It is still on. And it's not even that big. I think that's a better fish. Gonna see if there's anything still around here. The ducks seem to be taking over. And there are fewer fish to be seen. Never mind, there's a carp right there. That's a fish. Fish number 3. Okay.
Having caught 3 carp in a day, I was definitely satisfied. I was then curious to find out how much the fish in there could vary in size and appearance despite them all being common carp, except for that one alleged mirror carp, of course.
So I was just retrieving the bread out of the water, and just as it gets close to the surface, a carp appears out of nowhere behind it and almost eats it, but then swims away. There's definitely one down there though, I've been seeing it move around. Don't want to move the bait anymore. I think there's a fish on that. I knew it. I knew it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That's one pissed off carp. Oh my goodness, what the hell? Wasn't easy to tell there was actually a fish on that in this wind, because the wind keeps blowing the line below the surface. As a result, you can't even see the line properly. It's not even that big, but it fought like a train. Definitely not done yet. It's gonna come in, but then it's gonna see the net and then it's gonna freak out. Guaranteed.
This is the last carp I have caught from the pond up to this point, but on one of my returns, I made yet another discovery. I knew that fish on the left was going for it, but the pale-looking carp next to that one was the reason I pulled the bait away. The alleged one and only mirror carp living in the pond was real.
That's the one mirror that lives in here.
I knew I was risking catching nothing pulling the bait away like that, but I specifically wanted to catch the mirror carp. It showed no interest in my bait and eventually left the area, along with all the other carp. I had lost my chance at catching any carp that day, but after searching some more around the pond, I still managed to find something for my efforts.
Yes.
During the summer of 2023, I have been very active at the water's edge, having by far prioritized time spent on the bank instead of time spent editing. As this episode featured only the beginning of my summer, it's the one I'm sharing first. It'll be followed by longer, more exciting episodes encompassing summer of 2023. Videos that, unlike this one, will not be cropped. The only reason this one has been is that I've made an effort to hide any features that might give the spot away. For most of the places I fish, I normally have no problem with them being given away or shared online. One might have access to a chest full of treasure, but without the key they have no access to the riches within. But this place is fragile, so I'll keep any of the potential clues to its location hidden. Now with that being said, I bid you all the best, and I will be back very soon.